Sorry about that. Oh, now there's an echo. Now there's an echo. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I put it for 12:50. Okay, so I am about 4 minutes late to be exact. Hey, Gulf Coast Mama, how you doing? Hey, NK, how you doing? Look at, by the way, that's a wedding photo of Mrs. NK and myself. She changed her name if you don't know. I don't know if she wants you to know her previous name, but yes. Hello, Beck Del Real. Hey, Peach, Kelly, everybody. Hello. Hello, Pickle Lover. Bad to the Bone. Locomai. I know Locomai is currently busy right now. But hello, Angie Marie. I'm late for a date. How you doing, Yvette? Yvette Vlogs. Soul Survivor. I hope you're doing fantastic. Okay. Pretty as this pretty does. Hello. All right, guys, gather around. I'm going to sneeze real fast. No chance. No dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool. I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My. Hey, Sherry M, Diamond Tears. Hey, Allison. Brianna, how you doing? Hey, Marie Duffy. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. That is correct, Lavina. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hey, Diamond Tears. Hey, Ritz. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful day tomorrow. If you don't know, tomorrow is my hamster's 1-year birthday on Thanksgiving. That's 1 year that she came out of her mommy. And then I adopted her about a month later. She was still a baby.
I'm still not sure about that.
Did I say something to her? Did you hear?
Question.
What did you just say to me? I didn't ask you a question. Can I help you? Hello? Siri, say something. Hey, Siri, mind your own business.
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, apparently you don't. It's called boundaries, okay? Boundaries. There should be a boundary app built into Siri, by the way. You're spending Thanksgiving in Loveland. Oh, nice. Yeah, before we get started, what are you guys doing? If you don't mind sharing. Thank you for saying happy birthday to Carol. Happy first birthday to Carol. Aw, she's getting so big and cute. Gulf Coast, we know your situation if you wanted to share. You're in Canada, so not for me. Yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving is in October, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's October. Certain YouTubers need boundaries. I agree with you on that one. Thank you, Pretty as this pretty does. You're in Canada, so you're not doing anything. Yeah, and you guys don't make turkey for Canadian Thanksgiving, do you? Hold on, I gotta shut my window. I opened it because it was kind of warm, but it's getting kind of cold. It's freezing out there. Okay. Hello, German lady. German lady, you guys don't have Thanksgiving either, right? I know that's a dumb question, but do you guys have it on a different day? Gulf Coast Mama canceled Thanksgiving and we'll be watching Christmas movies and finishing decorations. Port Charlotte, Florida. Oh, you do make turkeys. Okay. Sorry, NK. Sorry about that. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here, but I just want to say Thanksgiving to you all. Thank you. Hello, Scully. You're starting to prepare now. Yeah, you gotta. Wait, if you deep fry your turkey, do you have to prepare it at all, or do you just throw it in the fryer for like an hour and then pull it out? That's my favorite kind. I tried that before. It was really good. German lady says, no. Nope. No Thanksgiving over there. Okay. Wow. All right. So anyways, hello, Kathleen. Oh, you have to thaw it out. Oh yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? See, this is why I don't cook. Maybe I should do a cooking show sometime so I get to show you how terrible I am at cooking. You see some turkey necks walking around, but no turkeys over. Oh yeah, I feel ya. You're forgiven. This marriage will never last if the husband don't apologize when he's wrong. I'm sorry about that. God, these long distance relationships are really just getting to me. Ooh, you let it sit in seasoning overnight so you can just stick it in the oven. And then you cook it for what, like 28 hours? I remember like my mom getting up at the butt crack of dawn and just like it taking all day. Hello, Evelyn. How are you? Beautiful wedding picture. Who was the photographer? It is beautiful. I mean, it does not look photoshopped one bit, does it? Hello, Philly girl. All right. So, first of all, anybody notice when you look around? I feel like it's in like life as well, but lately I feel like evil is like, before you're like, oh wow, there's something going on over there. I'm going to stay away from that area, or I'm going to stay away from that person's channel or whatever. It seems like every corner you turn here on YouTube specifically, but everywhere there's like evil attacking, and that's why I mean I kind of believe in the rapture, but I don't know. I do believe in end times. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I feel like the devil has been working overtime. Tina's old man is a truck driver, so he's on the road. Your son still at home doesn't like turkey, so your old man's birthday is Christmas and he'll be home. Just going to do turkey on Christmas. Hey, that works out. You don't have to do it exactly, the way it's like it's not even supposed to be the whole Hallmark, we don't have to do tradition. I'm cool with that. If you see hate channels, you hide them. Well, if you guys didn't see, I did a stream like, I don't know, last week or something where I was kind of going over, hey, Jim, when I first started my channel and like trying to figure out how I got sucked into craziness. And the situation that I'm going through right now, which shall not be mentioned, is like, it really has made me realize, and I was saying this before, that you don't have to respond to things, and it actually has like inspired me and motivated me not to respond to evil videos made about you on a day. I mean, in the beginning when you wake up in the morning or throughout the day and you see like all day long your face is popping up on other channels and it's this narrative and it's all like evil, 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 evil. There's no positive side to Save Robbie at all. He's just flat out just evil, and that's it. I mean, you can ignore it to a certain extent, but then it's like it starts to weigh on you a little bit, not today, Satan. Exactly. So, this last week, I really have something that has been really interesting, spending a lot more time with God, going into chat rooms on YouTube, just checking it out, see what they're talking about, and then just getting this like, you almost feel, and even if you like the creator, you feel like you have this need to want to like defend them or get angry for them, even if it's not your issue. And then you just get in a negative mood. Amen to that, Kelly. And then you get in a negative mood and then you're stressed out. With me, the last week, I've had my own stuff that I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. And I am mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted to the point where I don't want to add on to any dramatic stuff. I've been watching a lot of Joyce Meyer, and I mean a lot, because if I focus on anything else, it's like it's a waste of time. So then I was listening to Joyce, and you know what she said? Joyce was talking about when you eat something. You know how like you are what you eat? So a bunch of you are going to be a bunch of turkeys next week, right? Well, you are what you ingest as well. So everybody in here, exactly, Brianna, exactly. If you are, let's say you're having a really good day or you're like me, I'm a natural optimist in the morning time after the nightfall and I get a good rest. I'm an optimist and I wake up and there's certain, I'm glad you enjoy Joyce Meyer, a perspective reverence. Even if you guys like, let's say you watch me and it's been like really chaotic for a while now, and I've been trying to change that, a lot within the last couple months. But even if you watch me and it's negative, you're poisoning yourself. Okay? Now, I understand that we want to support each other and we want to do that kind of stuff, but it's becoming every day, all over the place. Any channel you turn it on here on YouTube in this community. Hey, Snazzy. It's just exactly, you are the company you keep. It's all the time. There's always something negative going on. It doesn't matter if you do, I guarantee, just talking about this right now, you guys, and I don't want to be a pessimist, but it's the facts. People are going to clip this video and they're going to make it something evil, something negative and terrible, even talking about this. But it needs to be talked about because what you're ingesting and what you're watching, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, it doesn't matter if it's music. Maybe you like scary movies. I do too. And I like rap music and I like, let's use music for an example. Amen, Kathleen. So you guys can relate to this because I think everybody listens to different types of music for different reasons. So there's certain music that puts you in a mood to party, right? And want to go out and get wasted. And then maybe you regret it the next day or whatever. And then there's upbeat music that makes you want to like work out. And so it's healthy for you. But the lyrics, you got to be careful because it may have a good beat, but you are what you're listening to. So for example, I've talked about this before. I love Doja Cat's music. She motivates me to want to work out and do cardio and stuff like that. And then there's some of her music that makes me want to like party. But either way, a lot of her lyrics are often promiscuous and sexual in the point of like to the point where she's even talking about like cheating, like stealing someone's husband and stuff like that. And if you actually listen to words, you're like, wow, this is what I'm taking in. And I love her, but there's some things that without even our knowledge, because we're like, oh my God, this song's so cool, it's so fun. But without our knowledge, you're actually like poisoning yourself with the lyrics. Nothing against Doja Cat, I'm just saying. Okay. Now let's say what kind of TV shows do you guys like watching? If you watch TV, do you watch the housewife shows? Do you watch dramatic shows or soap operas? Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Sky Maiden. Wait a minute. I got to scroll up for a minute here. What happened? I thought you had already come in here, Sky Maiden. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. You tend to depress yourself with music. That can happen. Don't do that because you're setting yourself up for failure. Crime dramas and Hallmark. Bringing Sons of Anarchy. Never seen that. You're either slaying or slaying. Sons of Anarchy, bad violence. Okay. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, how you doing? You've been watching TLC and the 90 Day Fiancé series. Cardi B music makes me naughty minded. Yes, it does. You see and hear so much crap on YouTube that you just want to laugh if you watch TV. Hallmark Channel, probably a good option around these times, huh? Probably a good option. So then, even if it is fake, scripted television shows like Sons of Anarchy, whatever that is, I'm guessing it's a scripted show, I think, because it's a drama series, right? Or crime, something like that. So you're still kind of like entering that into your brain. Hey, Mia, how you doing? You need to binge The Ranch on Netflix. See, that's the thing, Amy, is I don't like committing myself to TV shows. Usually only like if it's a short sitcom that can be done in like 20 minutes without ads. But I don't commit myself to shows because I'm a really busy person anyway. So I feel like that kind of slows me down. And then if there's drama or weird stuff mixed in with it, I feel like that leaks into my life and makes me that way because you are what you eat. So I've been spending a lot of time just like, well, I've been really busy outside of YouTube, but I've been spending a lot of downtime with God and kind of going over like, my God, I've gotten Okay, there was one day where I stayed off YouTube out of chats for like pretty much all day long. I didn't even listen. I listened to Joyce Meyer, and then I listened to music and stuff. And without even knowing, I had like all of my chores, like cleaning, doing like my bathroom and stuff naturally without even thinking about it. And then I was like, whoa, this is stuff where normally I'm like distracted by YouTube, distracted by being in a chat, and I don't get it done and I procrastinate. That's amazing, Jeannie. That is amazing. And I procrastinate. But I've been getting a lot of crap done since I haven't really been, paying attention. So, oh, Yellowstone, I've never heard of that show, Sherry. Squid Games has you freaked and full of anxiety, but couldn't stop watching. See, I don't know any of these shows. I have Hulu and Netflix and all that, and I don't even like utilize it. I was going to start watching the new series. I know what you did last summer and all that, but it's just, I need to fix myself. Okay. I need to stay in shape and stay motivated, and like entertainment and technology slows me down. So now I'm getting to my point of when evil attacks. Okay. I come to YouTube because I enjoy other creators on here. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, talking to you in chats and stuff like that. And as of recently, it's been like bad, and it's been terrible. And there's been a lot of stuff that my focus has been fixated and stays on like the like people that make mean videos about me or something, and I'll focus on that, or I'll focus on if somebody says something mean to me and feel like I have to defend myself and stuff like that, and it is all a waste of time. It really is a waste of time. The new I thought Dexter ended a long time ago. Didn't even know they came back. I would like if they brought back Nurse Jackie, though. I do love me some Nurse Jackie. So anyways, with that being said, I wanted to apologize to my friends, and to maybe if you don't know me and you just like hanging out in chats or we talk to each other on here, I want to apologize for focusing on negative stuff, and I can make the excuse over and over and say, well, people tag me in the video, so I have to see it, or it's going to come up. And it does. It does. It comes up in my feed daily. There's mean, hateful videos about me on a daily basis. But do I choose to walk into a torture chamber, or do I choose to hang out with cool peeps and hang out with God? That's what I choose to do. It's new now, like 10 years after the old one. I never watched Dexter. Sorry. Numerous times. It's iconic. Sopranos. Never saw an episode of that. Okay, I will be watching the new Sex in the City. I think it's called, I forget the name of it. And then there was what's it called? Anybody know the name of the new Sex in the City? Don't stress over what you can't change. And I can change the way that I look at stuff, because I mean, it's getting to the point where when I first saw my first hate video made of me, I was like, why? Hey, Stephanie, why? And I didn't even know the person. And then another one popped up a little bit later. This was a long time ago. And then it's like they just multiply. So then if you're going to respond to one, then you feel, oh, now I need to respond to this one. And then you just catch yourself responding all the time because it's nonstop and it's never going to end and you can't control it. Right? You can always rewatch Gossip Girl and Gilmore Girls. Never watched either one of those either. Love you too, Regina. It's understandable. Well, yeah, I mean, it is. It's frustrating, but it's like picking at a scab. You can choose to make it worse, or you could just let it heal on its own. You can break your toe, you can bandage it up and let it heal, or you could just keep kicking it repeatedly into a wall. Okay. And I've been kicking my toes into the walls plenty of time. Okay. Now you feel me? So anyways, I wanted to get into, because a lot of people, there's been a lot of mean people that don't like the fact that I started a legal fundraiser, and they'll say, oh, he's a scammer, he's this, or how dare he do that. Well, unfortunately, I'm going through a rough time where I need it. And just like that, that's what the new Sex in the City is called. Um, and so basically, I wanted to be transparent about it. And the attorney that I'm working with, he told me, he was like, well, don't tell anybody who it is until you sign your engagement letter. And so now that my engagement letter and everything, the ball is rolling. I gave you guys his information um in my community post. His name is Chris Ponce. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'd say Ponce, or Ponce. And he works for, it's called Hampton and Piggott. And I put that also in my fundraiser. I think I'm almost to 3,000. And so I did extend it too, because I said, oh my God, I need it before the 30th and whatever. But I actually, it's a really cool situation where I paid a $2,000 retainer, and then whatever, if I go beyond that and stuff up to 5,000, it's going to be billed. So I'm just keeping the fundraiser for the full 30 days. And thank you for posting that. If you do wish to help, the link is in the chat and it's pinned. But I also wanted to show you guys something else, because a lot of people, they have just kind of, when they use my name or my face and they defame me, whatever it is. I've talked about this before, and you can Google it yourself. If you're out of country, my friend who's in Canada, she tried Googling it and couldn't find it. But in America, if you Google it, my trademark is right here. I started my trademark process of my name back in, where is it at? Back in, when did I file this? I think it was in April. Yeah, April 22nd of this year is when I filed it. So, I mean, I do have that. It's an active trademark. And that's just something that I want to be transparent and show you guys, because a lot of people will be like, oh, you're lying or this or that. No, actually, I'm not. Hey, Anastasia, I hope you're doing good. The question becomes, did you allow the gossip and drama to have control over you, or do you just say not today? Well, that's what I've learned to do, because it's like, am I going to continue to, it gets exhausting. You get full of anxiety. My brother said Yellowstone is awesome. See, I can't commit to any show at all. My attention span is too busy. You named your new kitten Dexter. He must be a rebel. I hope you're doing good too, Anastasia. But it's all about the way that you consume your time and what you allow to affect you. And truly, I mean, I am getting to the point, and it sucks. It's like school, you're hanging out with a crowd of people, and then there's certain crowds that don't like you and they bully you. But man, God's word has been helping me through a lot lately, because I was listening. There's like this sleep ASMR thing that reads out like Bible verses and really calms you. And like last night I was praying, I was like, I need just something about my adversaries and, enemies attacking and stuff. The title had nothing to do with that. Okay. And I'm clicking on this ASMR, and as I'm falling asleep, it's talking about, even if you have 10,000 people coming after you to your right side, God has you, and he's about justice. And I was like, wow, this one's really speaking like really close to home. I can't sit through a movie either, Wheezy. All the drama and just outright nastiness literally makes your soul hurt in the end. It does. And you know what? It's my choice, and it's your choice, and anybody else's choice if they want to contribute to that. Because when you do, you get sucked right into it. Even if you make a snarky comment, like if somebody makes a mean video and you just make a snarky comment or something, you're automatically involved as soon as you do that. I've learned that plenty of times. Okay, have a good day at work. Pretty is as pretty does. Your grandson's middle name is Dexter. Your daughter is a big fan. Yeah, he's like a nice serial killer, right? Is that what he is? He's handsome. Staying away from it totally resets your mindset. Exactly. And this is where it becomes, I feel like it becomes addicting for people specifically on YouTube. Okay. Because Hey, Vintage 5280. Hang on one second. I always fall asleep the first 10 minutes of movies. I can't fall asleep in a movie. I get antsy if it's boring. And, Sherry says, I want to say sorry. I'm sorry for emailing you about the video that another channel made about you. I'm new to you. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I understand the gesture behind it is to look out for me. So don't even apologize about that. I really don't. I don't enjoy clicking on those videos. It's hard sometimes, but it just brings you down. But for YouTubers, I feel like you could either enjoy your community, which is what I do and what I want to do, or you can get addicted to that feeling. And everybody knows this. If you have a channel and you're talking about drama and you're going crazy, you're going to bring in a bunch of people watching you. Now, probably at least 30% of those people are there just because they're enjoying that hateful kind of content. And it's really shitty and really sad. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers and streamers, they get addicted to that feeling. So when drama gets pushed away or it gets resolved or whatever, it's like they need to cling on to that feeling. And I don't like that. I've seen hundreds of people in my chats before when I've been hurting and I've been going through a hard time. And there's people that will just come to enjoy to watch that. Welcome back, Peach. I love you. And then you almost feel like, oh my God, am I here for drama or am I here to have a good time and here to talk about stuff that's important to me? And yeah, a lot of the drama that has gone on has been important to me. Absolutely, because it affects me. But I've learned that there's some things that it's like, you know what? It's better if you just out of sight, out of mind. And a lot of you help me with that. Locomai does, Peach, everybody, tons of people. Stacy, the other day we had like a 2-3 hour phone call, and it was wonderful. And you comforted me through a hard time. Locomai says it's easy to fall into, especially when it's about you. I think it's natural. The key is learning how to not let it have control, and it is hard. Yeah, because really, does it have control? If you give it the control, it does, but it really doesn't. It has controlled me a number of times though, because I've given it basic like permission to control me. You feel me? Like a weird buzz that sounds awful. Are you talking about people get high off of the drama? They absolutely do. They do. It's so sad people invest their time into negative drama instead of focusing on the better. It does seem like an addiction for some. Well, I mean, YouTube in itself is addicting. Social media, no matter what platform you're on, is addicting. It's addicting to watch stuff. It's addicting to check your notifications to see if someone else has gone live or if you've got a comment on your channel or you got an email or you got a message. It's time consuming anyways. But I feel like the people that enjoy watching drama, of course, they get a high out of it. But the people that are putting it on their platform, and you've seen it on here, you've seen me respond and all sorts of stuff. It does not feel good. It doesn't feel good. Doesn't matter if you have 1,000 people watching your channel, you still have to deal with that negativity. As soon as you log off, you're dealing with that. And people are making videos about you and all sorts of stuff. And you're just going to continue to deal with that negativity until you deal with it and try to come to some sort of resolution. But again, there's some people that they are on here because that is their content. That is how they'll draw you in and get your attention, is with dramatic stuff. And that's it. And so if there was a resolution to that, then it would pretty much end the content that they're providing for you. But you guys already know that. We rally for you. It hurts your loyal supporters when you hurt. Yeah, and it hurts you guys also when I ignore you to talk about, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to be positive today. I want to talk about all this horrible stuff that people are saying about me on these other channels daily. Okay? I don't even have to type my name in anymore. And I literally will wake up and I'll be scrolling, looking for one of you, just see what's going on. And I'll see my face on the cover of a thumbnail. And I'll be like, I didn't make that thumbnail. What video is this? And then it's just videos trashing it. I mean, literally, listen how stupid I am. Okay. This is how stupid I've been. I know that these channels make hate videos about me. I see the video pop up, and what do? Instead of just being like, I've clicked on it. Do I listen to the whole thing? No, because it hurts me to watch sometimes. Or it puts me in a bad mood, or it gives me anxiety, or it makes me feel like I have to like correct the lies that I'm hearing or the narrative, and it's exhausting for all the wrong reasons. I'd rather be exhausted from hanging out and having a good time. Okay, now we're human and nobody should pretend to be perfect. I'm not perfect at all. We all know that. Used to watch the news every day. Now you turn into YouTube for your news. Yeah, and the majority of the time you don't know what source is correct, right? You now see it's crazy on YouTube. You have to be careful who you watch. Anything negative is just to put you in a negative mood. It's evil and it makes you want to do evil right back to them. It does. You're absolutely right about that. I can't handle all the drama. I try and stay away from it all unless it's my friend hurting, then it's a different story. Yeah, and I mean, as somebody who's hurt multiple times on here, it's never made me feel better. I mean, does it feel good in the moment of anger to cuss somebody out? Yeah. Does it have a long-lasting good outcome? No. No. The world is a better place. Regina, that's very sweet and kind of you to say. Welcome, NK. Wow, you're already paying alimony, huh? NK? Oh, you had to renew your alimony. Okay. Robbie has helped me through so much. Well, thank you. And even hopefully through the hard times on here, it's made you see, okay, what not to do. But I'm glad that I've helped you, because I love to come on here and be goofy and make people laugh. And as of lately, I don't get depressed, and I've been really depressed. I've been very depressed and anxious, full of anxiety. My fridge was broken. I mean, the crown was snapped. Having to cut it into a fridge to hide it was embarrassing, but sadly, when something gets too much, things you do to try to control the pain. There's lots of things I've done for that. Congratulations to Natasha. That is awesome. That is amazing. Well, thank you, Angie. How do I say this nicely? There's just a lot of mean people on here. And being one of those people where I always feel like, oh, there's a mean person, maybe I could talk to them and see if I could work it out. No, I've tried every option with a lot of the people that have been mean on here, and it's just, you just got to not try to make amends unless they're willing to. Not respond and cuss them out, because it just adds fuel to the fire. And just keep enjoying your life. Otherwise, you're going to make yourself miserable. You only commit to movies. Yeah, I could do like an hour and a half movie if it's something I'm interested in, like Scream, which is like less than 2 months away. I'm so excited. Isn't that fun? Alimony, we're still married. You're tired of me. Go to sleep because I ain't going anywhere. Okay, well, just for a future plan, kind of a crutch to fall on, that alimony. Gotta go. Oh, good luck at your doctor's appointment, Sky Maiden. I hope you have a beautiful day. That's what I figured you said was fridge. Yeah, I did. See, I've been seeing some stuff that's been going on lately, but it's like, you ever get to the point, when you overeat on like sweets or something really unhealthy? Hey, Bubsy. That's what I feel lately YouTube has been. I have overindulged, and it's been like, I'll catch myself watching something and I'm like, or listening, and I'm like, why am I still listening to this? It's making me feel anxious, or it's making me feel angry. It's just, it's a gross feeling. And you just got to shake it off and like start listening to healthy shit. Really. You really do. Your journey also helps us learn. You've been full of good wisdom, especially lately. Well, that means a lot to me, especially coming from you, Angie. So thank you for that. You're glad she reached her goal. I hope it helps her, and I pray Robbie helps him too. I pray for positivity also, because my main goal is to not only feel peaceful myself and get back to like being happy and comfortable coming on here without anxiety. And that also goes for my enemies as well. They also deserve that same peace. It's not just me, like, I need it. But everybody does. Everybody deserves that. Everybody watching, um, all of it. Hey, Cristola, I love you. Eat bins of banned sweets, mints, and you're diabetic. Ooh, yeah, that can't go very well for you, I'm sure. You've definitely helped me through so much. Your personality is truly such a blessing. You seem to light up the mood whenever I need it. Your energy is something special. Thank you. Oh my God, did you get the tooth removed, Sandra? I'm guessing you did. Try oil pulling though. It'll help in the future for your teeth. It's not your fault, Anastasia. Anastasia says, I'm sorry you've been feeling down, full of anxiety. Definitely have to, but I know no matter what, there's always a light and we will get through our thoughts. Yeah, and a lot of times it's a blessing in disguise having that anxious feeling because it always builds up my faith with God again. It really does. So, I mean, it is a blessing. Whatever you're going through, it may feel crappy, but it's usually for a reason. And hell, I mean, I've spent a lot of time with God in silence or with Joyce Meyer stuff like lately. And I think maybe sometimes we just need that reminder of like, okay, you're doing this in a hard time and praying all the time, but why don't you do that all the time so you don't catch yourself in these messes? Okay, Stacy, have a wonderful nap and rest well. You need to remember what the Bible says. Live peaceful among all men, if it be possible, so that make me know I can forgive people and I don't have to have any more dealings with them. Yeah. And a lot of times it could be frustrating because you put that piece out there and then people don't accept it. And then you're like, and I sometimes get offended by that. I'm like, why would you want to continue? But I have to learn that when I put my piece out there, even if it doesn't come back in return, it still has to stay peaceful on my end. Hello, Victoria. That's why I'm still off YouTube at the moment. My anxiety, etc., has gone into spiral, but at least I got 80 out of 100 on my first psychology degree. Congratulations, Peach. That's amazing. Everybody's going to the dentist today. What is going on with this? I hope it went well, Victoria. Who is NK? NK is, she changed her name. I think I don't know if she said it's okay to say who she is, but she changed her name just for me because I say she looks like NK and her avatar is us, our wedding picture. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Erin. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody. And I hope if you're traveling to see loved ones, you're safe, happy, and enjoy your meals. Picking up my daughter at the bus stop. Y'all are coming with. Oh, be careful. You've been thinking about studying psychology? Well, I think just having a YouTube account alone is a good study for psychology. You could watch my channel alone and get a lot of psychology stuff just from watching this crazy right here. Ah, Victoria, that's sweet. No, but I mean, I definitely haven't been myself lately. I'll say that. So I haven't really been motivated to come on here and then dealing with a lot of different stuff, outside of YouTube and just trying to get back to myself, really. That's what I've been trying to do. You just got out of a 24 ban on Facebook. First one ever for sticking up. Aw. Yeah, Facebook's weird in that aspect. Been there before. You can't stop eating minty Christmas nugget candy. Wait, are those little colorful, like multicolor rainbow, like poofy mints? They're like sugar puffs. Ugh. Okay, well, I think that's let me see if I had something else uploaded. Oh no, I thought I had something else to show you guys, but I don't. But I just wanted to come on and give you that kind of update of what's going on because there's been a lot of people that even if you have donated to my fund, they'll question it and be like, well, I want to know what this is, or I want to know who the attorney is and stuff like that. And there's, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible within like my rights. You know what I'm saying? So I do thank you guys for helping me. Again, it's almost to the $3,000 mark. So if you guys can help, that's great. If you can't, that's fine too. Just keep praying for me because Prayer is exactly what's been working, really. And that's another thing that Joyce Meyer, hey Betsy Boop, was saying, or not Joyce, but the lady in that meditation Bible verse ASMR meditation, she was saying that, you know, a lot of times we put our trust into like humanity, which is good if we have support, or we put it into money and stuff like that instead of just being like, hey God, can you help me? Because he has the answer no matter what it is, and it might not involve any money at all, you know? So God only knows, huh? Wow. I pray you make your goal and all that goes well for you. This is awful when I see the online bullies hurting each other. Yep. And I mean, if anything, if you guys, you know, in your channels or if you're starting channels or whatever, I hope that if anything, if we can learn anything through what you've watched me experience, you know, the ups and downs like a roller coaster on here, uh, I think you would learn that, like, yeah, it's just better not to respond to these people. I hope you've learned that because it really is a waste of time. It's pointless. Have you watched any comedy Christmas movies yet? I haven't watched any Christmas movies this year. I don't know if I really want to. I like Christmas Vacation, but other than that, I don't know if I want to. You feel me? Not really in the mood. I almost bought like a little Christmas tree, but I was like, yeah, no. Just gonna throw it away in like 25 days anyways. Because Christmas decorations get annoying after a while. If you put them up too early, they get annoying and you get sick of them. And then taking them down, like the day after Christmas feels like a one-night stand. You know how you feel filthy during a one-night stand? And then the next day you're like, oh, now I got to clean up my mess. That's how Christmas is. You get all excited for it. You get all these presents and everything like that. And everybody hangs out. You get all the food everywhere and like tons and tons of food. But then you have leftover dip, and then you have the mess that everybody made, or maybe you have some beer cans laying around and all that wrapping paper. And then you look at Christmas decorations like after Christmas, and it's like, ew, I don't want to see this anymore. That's exactly how a one night stand is. It's the same thing with Christmas. Okay. You know, once you get your rocks off and you're like, okay, I'm done here. It's how it is. Sorry, but it's true. This is so random, but Robbie, I know you mentioned how you're excited for the new Scream movie. Have you watched the next Netflix series episode of Scream? Yes, the first two seasons that were originally aired on MTV were fantastic. The third season sucked. And I hear that they're working on a fourth season of the Scream TV series with the original cast from the first two seasons, which I would like the Brandon James story to continue. That would be awesome. Yeah, you have Leftovers. And ew, and then you just hear Christmas music after that. You're like, ugh. Especially if you have a hangover on Christmas Day, if you drank too much, you know, with your family and friends on Christmas Eve, it's a gross feeling. And you know why that is? I spoke about this before. We waste so much money on material and all that kind of stuff during Christmas time that it just like, it gets gross. And then you look at your bank account afterwards, you're like, oh my God, why did I buy my cousin that I barely even know a fucking $50 gift card to Starbucks? I could have kept that shit. My cousin didn't even fucking talk to me the whole time at the Christmas party until I walked up and said, Merry Christmas, and gave him a $50 Starbucks card. And all they said was, oh, thank you, Timothy. My name isn't Timothy. It's Robert. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, no, you look like the other cousin. I'm the only brown-haired one in the family. Liar. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Christmas is a good time of year. It's my favorite. Well, I like the summer, but I celebrate it for Christ's birthday and stuff. So I don't need to be surrounded by a lot of people to enjoy or have presents, anything like that. I enjoy enjoying Christmas, no matter what it is or where you are or who you're around. Oh, but don't get me started on this because we'll be here forever. Okay, K9, I'm praying for you. I'll be here forever, but I feel like it's just like, okay, I like getting ready for my day and, you know, getting dressed or whatever. And then around Christmas time, I feel like you've got that very fakeness to it, to where like you don't see all these family members that you're meeting on Christmas all year. So you want to look good. You want to impress them with bragging about, maybe your job or your family. You want to get a haircut. And it's more like, I don't know, not everybody does this, but I feel like it's more of like, okay, the whole family is going to be together in one place this year. So who's going to be like the most impressive? And people show off and it's gross. It's gross to me. I mean, if I don't talk to you, here's the way I look at the holidays. If I don't talk to you on a regular basis throughout the year, then you're probably not going to get like a Merry Christmas phone call from me or anything like that because, yeah, life gets busy. But I just think that, like, oh, okay, it's Christmas time. Now it's time to talk to my family or my friends. No, if you haven't talked to me all year, that's no different today than it is on Christmas. Okay. You ain't getting shit from me. It's time for a Grinch outfit. You look marvelous in green and drive thousands of your followers wacko. Ah, thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn, you're not fake. I don't see the people. Well, it's like, it's also, okay, I'm going to get into this part and then I won't rant about Christmas too much, but it's also a big like waste unless you truly do care about these people because you'll always ask your family, okay, who's going to be at the get together? Okay, you got this aunt and this grandma and this cousin, and then this second cousin, this third cousin that you don't even really know them, but you're like stressing yourself out because you feel like you have to buy all of them gifts just because they're all going to be there and be like, oh my God, I can't forget this person. You don't even know them well enough to know what they want. So don't get them any. If you don't know somebody well enough to know what they want, don't get them shit. Because you don't know them anyways. Just a simple, when you walk in, Merry Christmas, who the fuck are you? Hope you have a fantastic holiday and Happy New Year. I'm taking some eggnog and dipping out. Have a good day. We'll see you next year. Thanks for the Starbucks card, by the way. I don't fucking drink coffee. Is that fun? Then you still have to take the decorations down. Yeah, and then don't be that fucking lazy asshole that leaves them up until like summer. Unless you can beautifully transition them into like some spring lighting, mixed in with like cabana stuff around the summer around the pool or something. But if you can't intervene that shit and Santa's still chilling on your front lawn and it's the month of May, that is unacceptable to me. We've made it about the monetary and need to get back to basics. Yeah, and that's why, I mean, when my family moved out of state and then, just my siblings they're just stubborn and stuff, it's like, it lost its meaning. If I can't be with like the people that I love on Christmas, then I'm just going to enjoy it by myself or, with my aunt or my cousins, whatever. But it's not what it is. Oh, you want to be put in timeout, Vintage? Okay, hold on. I got your back. She likes it, guys. Don't worry. We're not timing her out to be mean. Who hurts you during Christmas time? Santa did. I'm sure you've heard the story. No, I just see through a lot of like even family reunions. It doesn't even have to be a holiday. You guys ever had a family reunion in your family? There was this one where I have an Aunt Vivian, and she actually looks, except an older version, she looks a lot like Aunt Vivian in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and like would dress like her and stuff. Well, she was sweet enough that every year she would fly to Denver. All of their side of the family would fly out here, which is on my dad's side. And we would have like this family reunion. And I didn't know any of them except for Aunt Vivian. All of her daughters and sons and stuff, like I didn't know a lot of them. And what really made me feel uncomfortable was she always said, we would do it at Country Buffet and we'd have this big table and she would always tell people, and it made me feel so nervous because I had bad social anxiety at the time. She was like, I don't want anybody sitting next to somebody that they know or somebody that they talk to. I want you to sit not next to who you came with. So it's this huge table of like 20 or 30 of us sitting around. And I had to sit by people I didn't know. And I was like, yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm like your cousin or your third or whatever. Hey. And then it was just uncomfortable. But I never keep in contact with them or anything. So I don't know, if you don't feel like going to a reunion or a holiday get together, if you don't feel up to it, then don't fucking go. Do what makes you happy and do what makes you feel comfortable. If you're stressing yourself out about like, oh my God, I need to buy this person this or that, or I have to do this, don't. People can't take you for who you are. Fuck them. Okay, now That'd make you so anxious. It was nerve-wracking because I was always sitting next to somebody I didn't know and they weren't talkative and I didn't want to be talkative, or when somebody's not talkative, so then you feel like you need to be quiet with them because then you feel like if you talk at all, it's going to annoy them. Yeah, that's how it feels. Trying to get people to communicate, but it sometimes creates an awkward silence. Yes, you have that awkward, like, hey, how are you, or whatever. And then you're like, what else do I talk about with these people? And it is interesting because I have a lot, they would fly out from California and a lot of them are my cousins and second cousins and stuff. But then I'm like, what do we talk about? And hey, Killjoy Jake, you guys, we were just talking about Scream like 10 minutes ago. Killjoy Jake on his channel, he does awesome. He's been given tons of good updates and commentary. I'm going to drop his link in the chat. You guys should definitely go check him out. And who the heck was just calling my phone? Hold on a minute. Who dat? Okay, hang on. Let me find Jake's link before we go. Killjoy Jake. If you're Scream, or he does like other horror movies and stuff like that, but he's one of those positive people on YouTube. So here's Jake's channel. I'm going to put that in the chat right there. There you go. There you go. Isn't that fun? I definitely understand. It's when you ask someone how the partner is and they're like, we divorced. Well, that's my point, Peach. Because if you don't know somebody well enough, maybe you don't talk to them throughout the year or anything like that, you don't really know what to talk about at a family reunion. I mean, most of the holidays I spent were like my aunt, her children, my cousins that I know very well, and then my family or grandparents or whatever. But it's like when you're thrown into a situation like that, it sucks. My high school reunion was great. You're welcome, Jake. I enjoy your videos. My high school reunion was great. My 20-year reunion just got canceled because of everything that's been going on in the world. And so now we're almost like 2 years overdue on my 20-year. Not only that, but everybody keeps dying. I was okay. I guess I can laugh about this because it didn't actually end up happening. I went to my 10-year reunion and all of a sudden everyone's gathering around. And I'm like, what's going on over here? And they're like crying and talking really sad. And I won't say the name of the girl, but they're like, yeah, she died. She's dead. And she was like a cool person in high school. She was just awesome, pretty girl. And so here I was sad. And then one day, like not even a year later, I'm sitting at my friend's pool with them. And who comes rising from the surface of the water? The girl that was supposed to be dead. And I was like, ah, oh my God, you're alive. And she's like, what? And we hadn't seen each other since high school. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm seeing a ghost right now. Everyone said you were dead at the 10-year reunion. You didn't show up and they said you're dead. Which she didn't die, but she does have some, I won't talk about it, but she does have some serious bad stuff that's going on. You only see family when a family member passes away. Even then, guys, I mean, listen, I mean, if somebody passes away, you should pay your respects. And if you can go to the funeral, do it. But if you don't know them and you're one of those, I'm going to say it. If you didn't know them very well and you're at the funeral crying, I'm going to be the one side-eyeing you like this. You didn't even know them, asshole. You didn't ever call them. You don't even barely know their name. And here you are sitting here crying at the funeral. Give me a break. Come on, gang. Come on. Yeah, and weddings too. I can't see. Now you guys are going to get me started on this, and I don't have time to tell you how much I can't stand weddings or funerals. A good memorial service I enjoy. I can tell you right now, every wedding that I've been a part of, like in the wedding, or it was a big, big deal, they're divorced now. Okay. So that's why when people ask me, or invite me to their wedding, I'm like, I kind of look at their pictures, kind of study them on Facebook to see what their chemistry is like. And I'm like, yeah, they don't have chemistry. It's not going to last. Sorry, I don't feel like wasting money on your registry because you're just going to be fighting over it like War of the Roses as soon as one of you dumps or cheats on the other one. I apologize, but I'm not coming to your wedding. Thank you for the invite. I do not feel like renting a tuxedo for a couple $100. I do not feel like dressing up just so you could set up your divorce. Okay? My God. All your family lives in Ohio and Florida. It's just you and your dad and your kid. There's nothing wrong with that. See? It's, you know what? One year I spent New Year's Eve in the bathtub reading the book Wicked for the first time. I didn't even know it hit midnight. By the time I got out of the bath, I was like, oh shit, Happy New Year to me. Wow. It's just wherever you feel happy is where you should be. The holidays seem to be about obligation. I don't want to be obligated to hanging out with anybody. And it's just not going to happen. Sometimes you cry at funerals because you're an empath. Well, yeah, you know, and then of course funerals always have that slideshow with like the most depressing song you could ever think of playing in the background while they're playing a song. I mean, even if I went funeral crashing to somebody's funeral I didn't know, and if they played a slideshow like that, I'd probably get a little teary-eyed, you know. But I get that same feeling when I'm watching a really sad commercial too, if I watch TV. But I pay for Hulu without ads, so I skip through your depressing commercials. Family drama can be something else. Oh, yeah. Been there, done that. And witnessed a lot of that. You'd happily let me at your wedding when you get married. Plus, I'm not one of those who plans to get drunk. It's all about dancing. Yeah, I mean, if I really love you and care about you, then, you know, I'm gonna probably buy you something off your registry, but I'm still probably not going to show up to your wedding. Weddings trigger me. I don't like them. I think they're very expensive, and I feel like a lot of that money can go to homeless people or people in need and stuff. It's just like thousands of dollars and sometimes hundreds of thousands. I mean, and then you just end up getting divorced anyways. It's an expensive process, and I don't agree with it. You're welcome, Sandra. Hulu without ads is the only way to roll. You cry during most Disney movies. Sucks a sucker. Disney, yeah, don't get me started. Listen, you guys, I can't be here all day. I gotta go here in a few minutes. I can't talk about Disney right now or the holidays, or I'm gonna be here dragging them all night. Oh, you'll take a Save Robbie sweater for our wedding. Okay. Or you could take it off. How about that? Funerals suck, but when it's, yeah, Philly girl. And listen, I'm not saying if you go to these places or do that kind of stuff, it's just something that I don't really, I don't like to partake in it. I feel like everything, like the holidays, weddings, all that kind of stuff it's all very superficial. And if you have a beautiful wedding planned and it's, you know, you love each other, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about like the idea of making yourself look good for a certain situation when you're not that way all year long anyways. And you shouldn't try to fool anybody. Okay? You've always said you'd love to get married without the financial connections. Marriage feels like a contract. Seen too many friends in nightmare divorces. Yeah, why not just, I mean, love somebody and live with them and don't cheat on them. And I mean, you don't need a paper for that, for love, for true love, which I have experienced true love in my life. But then I got rid of it. Best thing I ever did. Because then I became happy. I was like, oh my God, I love myself a lot better, huh? All right, guys, I do got to go. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for letting me rant. We are at 2,801. We're getting there on the fundraiser. I'll put the link in the comments after this video. And thank you guys for being amazing and supportive. And to everybody that's been like emotionally supportive to me this last couple of weeks, like over the top emotionally supportive. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I love you guys. And thank you for being sweet. And even to the people that haven't been so sweet, I pray for peace all the way around everywhere. Just sprinkle it everywhere. And not just because it's the holidays. Okay. We are supposed to be nice all year long, not just tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Okay. Just because you didn't cook for yourself and you're like, oh crap, I need to be nice to this person. They're cooking me a whole feast. Be nice to them throughout the year too. And if you barely know that family member, don't you dare go to their house. Just kidding. Have fun with them. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you're safe, and I hope you have a really enjoyable year. And I hope around this time we truly do focus on what we're thankful for, because our situations can change like that very quickly. So start pointing out the things that you're thankful for. And I need to start doing that a lot more too. So anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you have a really beautiful afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving, because I probably won't be on before Thanksgiving. Love you guys. Bye. No chance. No